Hey, it's Wrestling Hero Figs. We are less than a week away from the Grand Slam of Summer. And I'm going to call it SummerSlam, you guys, because Sdcc, it's about to land right here. And Series 100, it hasn't been announced. We are really right around the corner. We should find out. We should actually have official images landing in here. So definitely be sure to come back. If you are stopping by for the first time, hit the subscribe button, drop a like if you want to see what Elite Series 100 should be bringing. Starting out right there with the dead man, the Undertaker. Probably the one truest to the game. I mean, the origin, you're talking about well over 20 plus years of pure destruction that this guy brought into the squared circle. Also keep in mind, you guys, that basic Series 100, this man tie it in, and it's not necessarily saying that every single character in that list will be part of the Elite line. I'm only throwing this man in here because he needs redemption. Looking at this gear, you guys, on the Ultimate Edition, once the jacket was removed, I would say 99% of the population was saying, man, what the hell are you doing? Like, this was just a terrible mold, and I think they could really do one up, and I think being that he should be part of that series, why couldn't they fix it up, right? Here's a thought I want to throw out. Now, if you guys remember, back then in the early Toys R Us days, there was an exclusive that actually had a similar mold. Obviously, it was reflecting due to it was Elite articulation, so as far as the overall look, it was bringing something completely different. But if you grab that 2-pack, which is the most recent Championship Showdown, you can give them the little teardrop, right? Go ahead, do a little head swappy. Mattel could easily execute not only by reusing the same mold that they already have in play, but a scan that they've already brought. Or what you could do, we all know that Elite Series 68 was also not good. I mean, they've done some pretty bad things with Taker, but that shirt mold, the way that it was tucked in, oh man, I don't know what it is. I think they could have done something similar as to what Jax did with the shirt mold being out or its own entity apart from the figure. Here's another thought too, you guys. Another Championship Showdown that we have seen in the past was the one with Jeff Hardy. And as far as like the short hair theme, True FX, the only time that we did see it in the lineup was in the basic, so them bringing their Elite version of it, some different gears they could do, and still some very good possibilities where the Undertaker could go right here. One man that needs to be brought also into the top lineup, it's Seth fucking Rollins, and it's TV 14 now, so you can't call me out on it. They're switching it. They already put it on the WWE, and given that SummerSlam is also rolling around, look at all these gears that we've seen. Now, some of them we've already seen. We got the purple, right? We got it in red. We haven't seen Thanos, or we haven't seen the plethora as to what we saw right here with Stage Creator. Now, here's a huge thing that they could do, right? I would say early stages of Mattel and Seth Rollins being brought together, yeah, they were pumping out one right after the other. But I would say within the last year or so, they've kind of slowed down, and all these gears that we haven't seen in the lineup could easily be mixed in for Series 100. And you can't sit here and tell me that the only reason that they haven't continued making the rest of the gears that Rollins has been wearing is because he ain't doing good on the shelf. I don't know what you're talking about, because every time I did see Seth Rollins on the shelf, I didn't see him on the shelf. And that's what I'm saying, you guys. Every single stuff that he's been bringing for these pay-per-views have been astonishing. Or you want to do something earlier. How about the white theme Messiah look? I know Muscle Bro still has this categorized as one of his favorite figures on the shelf. And I think them stepping back to something going on well over past a year would still do good on the shelf. Or how about this, right? You guys recall one of the earlier times, at least when it comes to the Elite Series, this would be a great way for them to pay homage for his debut gear in the series, right? They could bring it back, but instead in a different later look, similar to what we put on the channel right here with this custom fix-up. That's utilizing the similar look from his origin, but again, with the later skin. Now, John Cena, Series 95, could potentially remove him from the series, just given that it's so close, right? I mean, you're only talking about 5 series apart from Series 100, but you already know the demand. Like, this figure, when they started showing the images, everyone's like, come on, man. I know I already got about 20 plus John Cena figgies in my shelf, but we need another. And what another one could we use? Recent, bro. Let's talk about never giving up, giving that retro look, because that's like the hint, right? Because if you guys recall, for Basic Series 100, he was kind of based on like that whole painted on shirt, kind of what we're seeing right here. So they could easily be giving you a hint that they might be tying it in together for the upcoming series. Plus, I mean, like I said, the guy's always doing well, and what it all boils down to, them celebrating the whole elite celebration of 100 lineups. John Cena, top man on the list. Bret the Hitman Hart too. They didn't include him in that series, but we have to include him in the WHF list. And I'm going to keep preaching this to Mattel. I'm sure one day that Sabotage Wrestling will be able to showcase as to what Mattel could do. And no, I know this is looking like an actual Mattel image shot, but my good brother Sabotage, dude, he makes some of the best figure clothing. Plus, the whole tease game, you guys know, that last fix-up that we did, they were already telling you, like, all right, so we got two different figures in the same series from Series 94. Are you going to mix it? If you mix it, it's going to tell us whether or not we should include it in the future, man. Drop a like. You guys need to know that Mattel, once they do land on here and they are watching some of these potential lineup figures, these could all be mixed in, but it's going to be based on whether or not the WHF fan reflects it within the sub button, right? Or, again, dropping a like. Now, Shawn Michaels, Bald Michaels, love it, Michaels. I'm going to keep playing this sweet chin music all the way to my final dancing song, and that's how you guys are going to remember me. Bald Michaels right here. Oh, man, this custom, telling you, I love it. Mattel, you guys need to get on board. We've seen a lot of great earlier gears for this man, but we haven't seen the later days, right? Just take off the damn hat, man. You guys need a show. And now, Basic, all right, so it was great, and that's where actually we ended up getting the head scan from, but it wasn't bringing all of these accessories that you're seeing right here on this custom. Or, here's another thought, you guys. Now, this upcoming exclusive that Amazon's going to be landing here, hopefully sooner than later, I'm hoping that it should arrive sometime this week. But here's a thought, man, because you guys know Mattel, they love to utilize already similar like parts and formulas or paint apps that they've used in the past. So now that we got this figure, this can create something grand, you guys. Basic Series 100, it was a great basic, but you can already see that they've already semi-converted it into Elite. And what do I mean by that? Well, right here, Gizmo 305, he's like, you got to check this out, WHF. I grabbed Basic Series 100. If you grab that upcoming Amazon exclusive, you do a little torso swappy, you can mix it all up with an earlier theme as to what we got with Basic. Again, knee pads would be required. You need a boot swap. You'd have to do several things, which we're definitely going to do on the channel. So turn on that notification. I cannot wait to get my hands on this, mainly due to the whole fix-up potential. Now, Rey Mysterio, you guys, all right, Ray, oh, you talk about John Cena's or Undertaker's in the series, because that was the most common figure. Like growing up, that's what I saw on the shelf. The next man runner-up was Ray. And I'm going to keep beating this nail until there's no head left on it, because Mattel, what's good, my friends? You guys did the Batman. I want Joker. I ain't going to stop until we get the Joker theme. I don't care if it's this gear or the one that he wore back in Ruthless Aggression. Either Jokers, they need my little side-by-side next to my Batman Ray. That or the Wolverine. We can talk about that a little bit more later. Here's another big dog, right? We needed Ultimate Edition, so they gave it to us. They're like, you guys keep asking for Roman. I'm going to keep asking for Seth. I'm sure we'll eventually get it. But given that this figure is also around the corner, it's not that I want to count it out, but what I want to throw in here is, since it is an Elite, so you get a little bit different treatment, now that they've got the conversion and they're just saying it, fuck it. This is what I'm saying, you guys. You can do some really good stuff right here with this, right? We've seen some great promo gears with the big dog, but we haven't seen the nice suited look, right? We need the whole fam. I don't care if you want Paul Heyman and the Usos side by side, but if you give the whole suited look, which I got to try out, I've already played out some different scenarios that we could do right there with Roman for a fix-up, and this gear right here, just giving them that clean cut, bro, you guys are going to love it. I cannot wait for you guys to see that. Now, as far as Lesnar time, you You guys know he has brought some great figures, and this man is also rolling right around the corner for an Elite release. So I want to throw this into my potentials now that we've covered 7 out of the other figures. I know that Brock Lesnar, there's some big maybes, and I think this figure right here, I know that the whole country look should be bringing something good because they already told us that he should be coming with the fabric shirt. My only thing is now, kind of what we saw right here with my good brother Painmaker Figs, this could be done up in this series. I mean, just think about it, right? Since the next one that's going to be putting out right here in the Elite series, it is all like just promo theme. He's already coming with pants. So since there's no talk or rumors yet for the upcoming Ultimate Edition Series 15, I want to throw this as a huge maybe, and definitely something that you don't want to eliminate from the last 100 Elite series. For my last honorable mention, I didn't want to rule out Triple H or The Rock, but I go back and I look at some of my Triple H attires, and I feel like we've covered just about most of them. I mean, there is a couple, but none really worthy for them to stand the test of time. For The Rock too, we've seen a lot of Rocks, but Stone Cold, given the man that just ruled the whole Attitude Era, now we need to level up as to what Elite is going to be bringing. Because Basic right here, the one that we saw from this series, yeah, it was great. But I'll tell you what, the last one, they've already introduced some different scans, some really nice upgrades that they should have done, I would say, well over 3 years. Now they can mix it up and bring the long jeans. This figure right here, this is only one of many, because not only did we see it in the Best of Attitude Era, but I know also the greatest hits, no, not the greatest, yes, the entrance greats, no, was it the entrance greats? It was the greatest hits that also had brought the long jean look. So now they can bring it into play, but with a slightly different look, right? We can throw in a jacket in there. I know that the defining moments, the whole camel theme people loved, so I think bringing it into that, or bringing something as to what we saw with the most recent AEW Unmatched Adam Hanging Page. I mean, the guy brought so many alcoholic beverages. Yeah, we got Austin chilling over with one. Actually, no, that's a microphone, Hero Figs. I'm telling you, they needed to accessorize this man in so many good ways, and I think him being included from this series, it only makes sense as one of the top guys in WWE history. Give me your thoughts. Let me know what you guys think of the series. What would you like to see? I want you guys to tell me in the comments your top 7 favorite figures. If you want to throw in a couple of honorable mentions, oh my God, let's go ahead and see it, my friends. I want to thank you guys for watching. Be sure to hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel, and we'll see you on the next one.